Assalamualaikum to Miss Jeniwati. My name is Muhammad Syarif Imran bin Muhammad Yusop. My metric number is 2021126625. Today, I would like to present about the introduction of the implementation of quality service that PTAR in UiTM Seremban 3 has implemented on it. First of all, any measure that supported activity that not directly result in a tangible product is defined as a service. Thus, a type of product that consists of service, advantages, or pleasures that fundamentally intangible is that offered for the sale. For the service quality is about the opinion of the customer regarding the organization and its services that provided by them. In this study case, PTAR in UiTM Seremban 3 campus practices their quality survey according to the guidance that given by the superiors in providing quality service that provide for the clients, for the students, even for the UiTM staff. For example, the learning system with the wide Wi-Fi network and also have self-service system barrier which use metric numbers from the student and for the staff to analysis the data which is effect by the computer without using any manual logbook. Since COVID-19 has been declared as pandemic, the government has encouraged all facility as government to more digital than physical activities such as for this study case, PTA has implemented their virtual website for library. This is for easier and accessible for anyone to search any information they want in the website anywhere, anytime. However, there is also lack of digital facilities that provided by the PTA until now. For example, PTA management, their internet servers cannot accommodate many users at the same time. This is causing the longer waiting time longer time than usual and can cause the website to down for a longer time. In instance, PTA should providing excellent service is about satisfying the needs and requirement of the customer to ensure that service level provided meets the customer expectation. Having the organization translate the expectations into the specification. For the result, customer will be happy and give positive impact for the management, for the superior, and also for the other client who involved when they come to the PTA. That's all from me. We will move to the next point. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is IQHMAL bin ZALI. Today I want to talk about the dimension of service quality. There is 5 dimensions of service quality. The first one is tangibility. Okay, tangibility, it is about the physical facilities and appearance of personnel. It deals with the appearance of physical elements such as facilities, equipment, personnel, and communication materials. For instance, employees, clean uniforms, and etc. For the second dimension is reliability, ability to provide what was promised. It is about the dependability, accuracy, and performance of the service provided. Some organizations make written promises through client charter. The third dimension is assurance, knowledge and courtesy of employees, and ability to convey trust. The service provider needs to have the competence, in the example, right skills and knowledge to perform. Courtesy, politeness, security, physically and financially, free from danger and risk, and credibility, trustworthiness, honesty. It is also about doing right from the first time. The fourth dimension of service quality is empathy. It is the degree of care and giving individual attention as regard easy access, ease of approach, good communication, keeping the customer informed, and customer understanding, knowing the needs and requirement of the customer. The last dimension of service quality is responsiveness. It is the willingness to help and provide prompt service to the customers. It is closely related to helpfulness and promptness in examples, fast service provided. That's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum Miss Jenny. I'm Anas Irfan bin Muhammad FAUZI, and I want to talk about how service quality may be applied to organization. Tangibility, reliability, certainty, empathy, and responsiveness are the 5 applications. The first program is called tangibility. Due to the tangible of nature service, the customers evaluate the quality of the offered service by comparing the tangibles to the service themselves. It is the physical setup, equipment, populace, and communication. It is concerned with the physical appearance of things like structures, equipment, people, and communication instruments. For instance, tidy uniforms for staff. The provision of a comfortable location for the user to stay and read is an example of PTAR tangibility. Additionally, PTAR has an elevator and offers complete inside air conditioning for their comfort, especially students to study in the library. Reliability is the second application. It is possible to define the reliability dimension as the ability to provide the pledged service consistently and correctly. If the company upholds its promises to clients regarding delivery, service, problem solving, and pricing, it is dependable. Customers want to work with companies who uphold their pledges, especially those pertaining to the result and core elements of their services. All organizations must be aware of the client's demand for reliability. Business who fail to provide the key service that customers think they are buying most frequently disappoint customers down. PTAR is making every effort to produce services that will satisfy its customers. Having a website that users may visit even when they are not at PTAR is one of the dependabilities that can be found in PTAR. The third program is called assurance. It means to promote trust and confidence. Components of assurance include employees' understanding of courtesy and the company's and its employees' ability to foster trust and confidence. This element will likely be particularly important for services that consumers think to have high growing costs, and those they are dubious they have the capacity to analyze. The person acting as the business client liaison, such as the marketing division, may exude confidence and trust. Employees understand the need of gaining the trust and confidence of customers in order to gain competitive advantage and to earn their loyalty. Empathy is the fourth application of service quality. It indicates that the company treats each of its clients with the respect they deserve. Giving each consumer their own unique attention is essential in various countries to show that the company is making very effort to suit their needs. Empathy is added benefit that increases customer loyalty and wins over the trust and confidence of the clientele. In this competitive market, customers' expectations are continuously rising, therefore firms must do everything in their ability to meet them. If not, the stronger customer will go elsewhere. The level of concern and specific attention provided to customer comprehension, effective communication, and accessibility, knowing the needs of requirement of customers. In the PTAR service quality management, their staff always try to approach their customer and ask them if they are in need. PTAR staff also try their best to help their customers and deliver the best service to their customers. Response is the final component of service quality. Being responsive is being ready to help and provide fast service to clients. It is closely related to being on time and helpful. This dimension emphasizes paying close attention and acting quickly in response to client requests, questions, concerns and issues. Customers can tell whether a business is responsive by how long they have to wait for assistance, answers to their questions, or attention to concerns. Responsiveness also captures the notion of adaptability and the ability to customize the service to the demands of the client. To maintain their responsiveness, PTAR developed a chat with librarian, online question and answer system. They have only 7 minutes to answer their query. To sum up, each industry has its own requirement for the caliber of its services. Because you wouldn't expect a hotel and a store to offer the same quality of service. Service quality differs according to brand promise, since a 5-star resort has very different expectation than an inexpensive motel on the side of the road. That's all from me.
As we move to the next slide, which is what are the issue on how to overcome the challenge to maintain service quality in PTAR or in organization. So, based on our case study, we have interviewed Encik Aizat bin Abdul Halim, which is a senior librarian at UiTM Seremban 3 PTAR, to interrogate him about some issue in PTAR on how they control their service quality in their organization. The first question that we give to Encik Aizat is how does PTAR maintain user satisfaction with service quality in management. These are the first issue that we are going to ask on how PTAR maintain the service quality in their organization. Encik Aizat said that they are following the client charter that have been set up by the HQ, which is there are 6 client charter that have been set by PTAR, which is first organization have to ensure that respond to the chat librarian online are not exceed from 7 minutes. Second is PTAR have to ensure that all reading materials that have been requested must be fulfilled within 2 weeks of date application. Third is PTAR have to ensure that all complaint and feedback are given back within 1 working hours. Fourth is PTAR have to ensure that all reference or archive material that really need by the university have to be available within 3 working days. Fifth is PTAR have to ensure that their digital library are always accessible 24 hours 7 days. And lastly, PTAR have to ensure that all approval status of proposed acquisition of new materials are notified to the proposer within 7 working days. As we move on, we ask Encik Aizat on what are the steps taken by PTAR on how they upgrading their service quality in their daily management. And Encik Aizat said that they have 6 strategic plans that have been mentioned by the head of a librarian. The first strategic plan is empowering the digitalization agenda UiTM library, which is the PTAR want to improve their open access research repository, or also known as OARR. Second strategic plan is PTAR would provide portal cloud library in order to ease the student of UiTM to borrow books from website. Third strategic plan is PTAR would provide a section for the student to access the digital library in order to increase the user towards the UiTM digital library. Fourth strategic plan is they have to set up digital library reference, which is the ratio for reference material is 30% for printed source and 70% for the digital reference. The fifth strategic plan is to improve the e-syllabus system to make sure that every syllabus in the faculty track and update. And the last strategic plan that have been mentioned by Encik Aizat is
they will improve their training system for their employee in PTA to make sure that all of them can be carry every task with efficient. Next question that we ask to Encik Aizat is how PTA management train their staff to be more quality. So Encik Aizat have said that every time the HQ would introduce a new management for the branches, so they will have a compulsory training for each employee in PTA to make sure that they are professional in handling those problems and also in managing the new management. Next question is, we did ask to Encik Aizat, which is, does PTA management itself satisfied with the existing facilities? Based on Encik Aizat answer, he is not satisfied with the existing facilities in Seremban PTA, which is in terms of tangibility of dimension of service quality, they can be improved, such as they can give a small prayer hall for student, a pantry for the student, and improve the automatic gate entrance and many more. Encik Aizat also mentioned that there are minimum number of events that held in PTA, which is it would make the number of visitors in PTA would decreasing. Also, as for the decreasing of visitors, they have also planned a program for increasing the number of visitors in PTA, which is for example of event that they have been held is the Majlis Penyerahan Peranti Siswa, which is the biggest event that have held in PTA. And for some bonus question that we asked Encik Aizat is, what are some example of quality service that have been provided by PTA for the student? And Encik Aizat mentioned that the management have already provided a lot of services to the student and client. For example, they have provided many reference in form of general and in form of physical and also to digital to make sure that they have eased the burden for the student and the client to find reference in physical or in digital reference. Next is they have a lot of professional librarian that can help the student and the client if they have problem regarding in PTA. And they have a survey at PTA, which is they are open to accept any feedback or complaints from the user in order to make them more manageable at the management. And that's all from me. Thank you.
For the last part of our study case in PTA UiTM Seremban 3 is the conclusion. In conclusion, there are many pros and cons that the quality of service that provided by the PTA to the visitors, clients, students, and the staff who use the facilities that have been provided. For example, the library has provided sufficient air conditioning for the visitor who want to complete their own affairs, such as for study group, or doing their assignment peacefully in cool area. Not only that, but the client also can come during their off working hour every week except weekends and public holiday. This is because PTA also have their rest hours since they are not fully digital yet. In addition, PTA also have a wide space for those who want to visit there. For example, PTA has 2 floors, second floor and first floor. Both floor has been complete with the lift and stairs. For their office, they are located at first floor, and for studying group or personal desk for their study is at second floor. It also have ICT center who wants to use their computer for do their research or do their assignment. Therefore, PTA receive many feedback positive for their improvement in the future and can be used for their completing their analysis for every year to calculate how many or how much they need to improve for the facilities, such as for their restroom or for the lift, for the stairs, and for the internet connection, for more faster and widening. However, there is also disadvantages that faced by PTA management from various aspects. For example, their barrier system in the main lobby PTA is still under maintenance until today. This can causing the system to be interrupt for a while. In terms of digital website, PTA server cannot handle many users at one time. They need to add more servers to make them more efficient and more productive. Not only that, PTA also aware about the negative feedback from the client and from the visitor they can use for improving and to figure out the solution how to settle their problems in terms of Wi-Fi network, barrier system, and also their conditioning if they have any problems in the future. This is important because they keep the feedback for every month to know what is the problem that happen if the visitor are less in a month in their target to the library. I hope that the PTA management can focus more on physical because they can measure data in terms of quality service in real time from dimensions, namely reliability, assurance, tangibility, empathy, responsiveness to improve services the future to the clients and for the visitors in the future, improving together. That's all from us. Thank you.